Greetings. So this intro is a trick because I'm not doing my hair even though I'm in my hair dyeing place. I'm baking cream cheese marbled brownies. So yeah, scrolling through my Google Docs and found this one, so let's see how it goes. Alright, this is 8 ounces of melted chocolate plus the third of a cup of butter that you see in the recipe. I just melted them together to make my life easier. Apologies for the lighting too. I really can't be bothered to. I thought I heard Phil, but it was just rain. Yeah, what was I talking about? I can't be bothered to get my lamp. So here we are. Okay, and I want some sugar. How much sugar? 3/4 of a cup. This is actually, I'm just going to do half a cup because I feel like it's going to be too sweet for me. Half a cup of sugar. Yeah, this lighting situation's not ideal. I feel like there should be a light on this camera, like a flash kind of situation, but I tried and I couldn't figure out how to turn it on. The time I spent attempting to turn it on was probably less than it would have been to just like deal with it. Okay, I'm trying to talk and write the recipe at the same time. Add the eggs, remaining vanilla, and blend. Beat in the chocolate, stir in the flour. Where does the salt come in? I was going to put the salt in now. Half a teaspoon of salt. I just had, oh, fuck, that's pepper. Whoops. Okay, good thing it wasn't very much. Also, I really enjoy my salt and pepper shakers. It's just hard to tell which is which. And I lost the bottom of this one. Anyway, that's probably half a teaspoon. Probably not actually half a teaspoon, but we're going to say it's close enough. Stir, stir, stir. Okay. So that's where the salt came in, according to me. Now, teaspoon of vanilla. This recipe is a little bit confusing because I have to divide all the ingredients. I should probably rewrite it so that they don't need to be divided. By all the ingredients, I mean 3 of the ingredients, maybe 4. It's just a level of complication I don't really need in my life. Basically what I did today is scroll through my Google Doc of recipes, and yeah, I went with that. Okay, 3 eggs. This is 8 eggs separated as well as I could separate them, which wasn't very well. So I want 3/4 of this. That's probably a little bit more than 3/4. Oh well. Just be a little bit less egg for the cream cheese portion. Try to stand out of the way so my shadow's not blocking. How much of this do you really need to see? Let's be real. I wonder if I still have the instructions for this camera. Yeah, it probably is new enough, but it didn't come with instructions. There's not a setting for a light or a flash in the actual settings, so it looks a little bit weird. Anyway, oh right, those egg whites because I saved my yolks for Phil's food. Okay, what am I doing now? I think just flour. Yes, flour. How much flour? Oh, my brain's really not functioning very well right now. 3/4 of a cup. Flour. Maybe I should have put the milk in before the flour. Okay. Let's say flour, milk. Do I even have it written on here when I... No, I don't even have the milk written on here. I don't know where I got this recipe from. Again, just scrolling through my Google Doc of recipes, and apparently I did not copy out the instructions very well when I wrote out this recipe. But here we are. We're making do. Yeah, I really need a light. My apologies. Not that it matters that much. Nobody watches this video. My apologies for all, 20 of you who watch these. Okay, so it's half a cup of milk. I don't feel like measuring, so we're just gonna roll with that much milk. Unless I was supposed to milk. No, the milk does not go with the cream cheese. I don't know, man. Okay. I feel like even if I set up the flashlight on my phone, that would be a better situation. But I don't really have a good place to put it, so this looks really revolting on the viewfinder. But it looks better in person. Okay. I can set that aside, and I need another bowl. By bowl, I meant spoon. Okay. This bowl's probably not going to be big enough, but I don't really care. I'm going to make it work. One package of cream cheese. Maybe I should do this a bit at a time. I also did not let this come to room temperature for long enough. This bowl's definitely not big enough. Maybe I should put the sugar in now. I need a quarter cup. I just don't want to get more bowls dirty than absolutely necessary. It probably was necessary to get a bigger bowl. Okay, but apologies for the noise. Cheese definitely should be warmer. But here we are. Here we are doing our thing. Inadequate preparation. It's almost 10 o'clock. Today's basically been a write-off because I drank too much yesterday. Which, not for anything fun, just because. Not that you need to drink to have fun. Okay, let's just put the rest in. And I need some vanilla in this too. Should I just cut forward until I've already mixed this? This is a very full bowl. Just do a little bit at a time. It's fine. Everything's fine. Stir, stir, stir. Stir, stir, stir. Don't overflow. I probably shouldn't just cut ahead. This looks really gross. It'll taste good. Stir, stir, stir. Yeah, I feel like the time it would have taken me to wash an extra bowl is less than the work it would that I'm putting in right now. It's enough work that I'm out of breath. But it's fine. It's all fine. Okay. Stir, stir, stir. I know I've made these once before, at least, but it has been many moons. So I don't really remember how good they are. But honestly, you're scrolling and you see cream cheese marbled chocolate brownie, and it's like, yes, that's what I want in my life. What else did I see that I really wanted to make? A cardamom honey cake. Yeah, I think that's what it was called. It looks so good, but it called for like sour cream or something that I definitely didn't have. And we're not going to the store. Maybe. I went to the store yesterday. I didn't buy anything. I went to the store. Okay, that's good enough. Ow. That was hot from sitting on the oven. I probably overgreased my pan, but here we are. It's all fine. Did you hear the thunder? It's thundering. Ooh, we had a huge hailstorm the other day. I completely missed it because I was at work, and yeah, unfortunately I really didn't want to be at work, but it definitely worked out for me because my car would have been completely trashed if it was here. I came home, and if I remember to, I'll put in some pictures. Yeah, I came home and the whole street was covered in broken branches. And the outside of my house, like all of the plastic vent covers were shattered. My landlady's flowers in the back got completely mulched. I don't have any flowers on that side because she's doing a construction project. Unfortunately, my flowers in the front they're pretty much covered. Okay. This base looks kind of weird. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something in it. I don't know. Maybe it's because the butter was melted. It seems like a lot of cream cheese to be marbling in. Okay. Say anything. Drop spoons randomly over top. That was a big spoon. Yeah, this seems like way too much. I'm just gonna make some openings. By some, I mean like 3. Okay. Multitasking. Hopefully my power doesn't go out. I did not think of that when I began this. Not that I had looked at the weather or anything. Here we are. I don't do planning ahead. That's not a thing. I struggle with randomly. I need things to have some form of order. Ooh, I feel like I should be outside watching the lightning. I was just outside a minute ago. There was some lightning happening. I do like a good thunderstorm. Just, not so much the hailstorms. Yeah, poor Phil was home by himself when we had the big hailstorm. Normally he isn't one to really freak out with loud noises, but I'm sure it probably sounded like the apocalypse, considering the damage. I really hope you can hear that. That sounds biblical. I don't like that this isn't even. It's not oily enough. Okay. Rip on this last blob. Right here. Now it doesn't say anything about marbling it in, but I'm going to do that anyway. there's a spot missing there. Can I scoop up anymore? Just grab a little bit of this. Yes, there, that's better. Okay, I'm going to bake this for 33 to 38 minutes at 350, and I will be back with results. Also, just because, just for the sake of you being able to see some light. Okay, no, that doesn't really help the situation. Look any better? No, the base looks really gross. I promise it looks better in real life. Anyway, I'll be back. And here it is all baked. It still looks kind of gross, but hopefully it tastes good. Now I'm going to try to cut this one-handed because I've got my flashlight on. I'm just going to cut a ridiculously big piece. Okay, this is harder than I had anticipated. Okay, screw the flashlight. Okay, and here we are, finished product. Let's see how it tastes. It's maybe a little bit dry, but otherwise tastes good. I think that I probably didn't put enough milk in, and also could have put a little bit more butter in to compensate for the lack of egg yolk, but it's edible. So that's that. Farewell.